Hello everybody, on the left hand side you see a McDonald's from the US and on the right hand side you see a D-Mart from India. What are the similarities between the both? Just guess. Both the stores are built on their own land. In India, most of the retailers don't own the land. They go ahead, rent the shop to open their grocery store. And D-Mart is one of the very few retail stores which actually owns the land. And there are three distinct advantages that D-Mart derives because of this unique strategy. In this video, we are going to talk about these three distinct advantages and what are some of the lessons that you should take away as a business student from D-Mart's strategy. So let's get started with the first one. That is, the price to the customer gets lower and lower. The overall rent of a grocery store typically is between 5 to 6% of their entire revenue. And for D-Mart, this particular number is 0. So they can reduce the prices without impacting any of their profits by 5 to 6%, and they actually pass on this benefit to the customer. And why do customers care about this? If you just look at the current scenario, the food inflation in India is around 11%. And the total spending on groceries by the middle class Indians right now is between 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. A 5 to 10% discount on groceries would make a lot of difference to their monthly expenses, and the price sensitive Indian customers would care about these things quite a lot, and that's the reason they prefer D-Mart over any other store out there. You can do the experiment by yourself, or I'm listing down the prices here. From D-Mart you can purchase a Tata 1 kg salt packet for 24 rupees. And for JioMart it is 25 rupees, and from Swiggy you have to pay 28 rupees, of course, for the added convenience. Now, D-Mart just does not derive the value for itself. It is also passing on the benefit to the customer, and that's the biggest competitive advantage that D-Mart has in the market. What is the second benefit? It is about paying back some of these benefits to the supplier as well. If Akash is manufacturing toothbrush worth 1 crore rupees and selling these toothbrushes to D-Mart, D-Mart would pay back the money to Akash within 12 days. Yes, D-Mart wouldn't pay this money immediately after it receives the goods. It will only sell and then give the money back to Akash. This concept is called as credit periods. And in India, if you take any other competitor for D-Mart, this period is typically 24 days. And for D-Mart, it is 11 to 12 days. Akash will have access to the money quicker. Suppliers are also ready to offer additional discounts to D-Mart because D-Mart is giving them their money back in a faster way. And hence, these discounts are once again passed on to the final customer. Just double benefits to the customer because of entering the D-Mart ecosystem. And what is the third benefit? This is respect to the financiers. To set up these entire stores, D-Mart needs some investments. And what do all the retailers do? They go ahead and raise the investments. But what D-Mart does is pretty interesting. They actually put the land and the entire real estate they own as a collateral in the bank, and they raise a finance, a loan against that particular real estate property. And because D-Mart has now a credible business model, and also they are one of the leading grocery chains, the banks are also ready to offer a lower interest rates to D-Mart. And that is the reason why D-Mart owners till today own almost 75% of the overall shares within D-Mart, while all the other retailers have to give up on equity and share it with the investors. This is once again huge benefit because D-Mart promoters not only own the shares, but they also own how to design the strategy of this particular company going forward. What are some of the business lessons that you and I take away from this entire D-Mart's strategy? Between 2002 and 2010, D-Mart has opened only 25 stores. For 8 years, they were almost like a tortoise in this entire race, while the other retail players were just going ahead and opening hundreds of stores. But after 2010, even till date, D-Mart never closed a store. But all the other retailers have had to close hundreds of stores. They took the time to refine their business strategy, to build those relationships with their suppliers and also the banks, and it gives them an undue advantage in the overall ecosystem. This is something which we need to absorb and internalize in the current market, where people just go ahead and run behind that fast money and also fast success. I hope this video gives you some unique insights Please go ahead, press on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do let me know if there are any specific business videos that you would like me to cover. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.